Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we're bringing the spotlight to one of the most underestimated heroes in Hero Wars, Alliance, a true magic devourer, a protector of all who stand behind him. Rufus, the unshakable tank of the mystery faction. If there's a mage in front of you, Rufus isn't afraid. He laughs in the face of magic, turning the enemy's strongest spells into healing for his team. But don't be fooled, he's not just a wall, he's a counterplay masterpiece. Built right, positioned right, Rufus can completely shut down entire magic-based teams while supporting his allies in ways few tanks can. So today, Guardians, we'll break down how Rufus works, who he shines with, and how you can defeat him when he stands on the other side of the field. Rufus is a strength-based, tank hero from the mystery faction, standing on the front line. His skills revolve around total control of magic damage, creating enormous shields that protect all allies, targeting enemies with high magic attack, and even converting absorbed damage into healing. But the true core of his identity is his unique resurrection mechanic. Rufus can only be defeated by physical damage. As long as the enemies rely solely on magic, he refuses to die. Even when brought down, he'll resurrect automatically, standing up stronger, while your enemies stare in disbelief. However, there are exceptions to this, and we'll get to those later. His main purpose is to absorb magic, protect his allies, and punish enemy mages with silence and damage reflection. Synergies. Rufus is the definition of balance when paired correctly. Let's start with Somna. One of Somna's main weaknesses is her vulnerability to heavy magic bursts, but Rufus covers that completely. While Somna handles control and pushes away physical threats with sleep and transformation, Rufus nullifies magic pressure and shields the entire team. The result is a perfect equilibrium, control and protection in harmony. Next, the Fox Mage Satori. Satori's power depends on time and rhythm. He needs to survive long enough to stack Foxfire marks and strike decisively. But as a frontliner, he's fragile, and frontal mages can destroy him early. That's where Rufus comes in. With his giant anti-magic shield, he protects Satori from those initial blasts, letting him safely stack and explode with precision. In return, Satori gains more marks as Rufus keeps reflecting damage, turning every attack into a lesson in karma. Then there's Folio, the living book. Folio's energy management allows Rufus to cycle faster. The book grants bonus energy to the front line, while Rufus's shield absorbs pure and magic damage, keeping the team alive through devastating assaults. Together, they create a synergy of momentum. Rufus protects while Folio fuels. And let's not forget Hus, the golden feathered healer. This pairing is a match of endurance. Hus's feathers provide constant healing and boost the team's physical critical hit chance, helping hybrid teams survive much longer. Rufus's magic shield blocks deadly spells while Hus converts dangerous damage into healing. The longer the battle goes, the stronger this team becomes, a perfect cycle of recovery and retaliation. Supports. Among the heroes that elevate Rufus to his full potential, Octavia stands at the top. The Empress of the Domain adds dodge against both physical and magical damage, armor penetration, and bonus energy gain. When combined with Rufus, this becomes insane. A hero who already laughs at magic now dodges it entirely, gaining energy to cast shields faster than ever. This synergy is borderline unfair, a team where the front line is nearly untouchable. Another powerhouse duo is Rufus and Julius. Julius's mechanical shields protect against everything, physical, magic, pure, and they stack with Rufus's magic barrier. The result is a layered fortress of protection that is almost impossible to break. Julius also clears debuffs and enhances the whole team's defenses, giving Rufus time to reset and heal through absorbed magic. When these two tanks stand together, timeouts become common, not because you can't attack, but because nothing dies. Then we have Aiden, the Saint of Support. His massive healing and bonus maximum health reinforce Rufus's role perfectly. While Rufus protects against magic and self-heals, Aiden keeps the entire team topped up with holy regeneration and shields. Their synergy creates a rhythm of survival. Rufus absorbs, Aiden restores, and together they form a wall of faith and flame. Finally, Leanne. Her charm control complements Rufus beautifully. When no damage starts flying, Rufus's shields absorb most of it, but any enemy who slips through and lands a hit risks triggering Leanne's charm, stunning themselves and slowing their own team's advance. In a defensive setup, this combination is lethal for attackers who rely on speed. With correct timing, Rufus and Leanne can drag a fight into timeout territory with ease. Methods of defeating Rufus. But like every tank, Rufus has his counters. Knowing how to handle him is crucial if you want to bring him down efficiently. First, physical teams with high frontline pressure. Heroes like Julius, Judge, Isaac, or Ishmael can overwhelm Rufus quickly because his armor is relatively low. He might resist magic, but physical damage goes straight through him. Sustained physical bursts are his worst nightmare. Second, single-target physical assassins like Oya. Her massive critical hits can tear Rufus apart before his healing catches up. Kayla also performs well, focusing her destruction on the middle and back line while still contributing enough pressure to collapse Rufus's formation. Magic teams with control can also bring him down. Amira, Folio, and Polaris have the ability to overwhelm Rufus's allies faster than his shield regenerates. Once the team around him is gone, even if Rufus remains standing, he's surrounded, and eventually falls. The biggest threat to Rufus's resurrection, however, is Morrigan. Her passive skill completely cancels any resurrection attempts, rendering Rufus's unique ability useless. Against Morrigan-led teams, Rufus loses his greatest advantage. Pair that with Mushy and Zesha, and even heavy magic teams can take him down. And then there's Iris. Her soul burn ability destroys Rufus's resurrection if timed correctly. The challenge lies in execution, but if she lands that skill before his revive triggers, Rufus is gone for good. Final thoughts. Rufus is one of the most underrated tanks in Hero Wars Alliance. He isn't flashy. He doesn't fly, teleport, or summon storms. Instead, he stands there, unmoving, and turns the most dangerous magic into healing for his team. In a world dominated by spellcasters, that's not just valuable, it's essential. Used correctly, Rufus transforms any formation into a bastion of resilience. Paired with the right supports Octavia, Aiden, Julius, or Hus, he becomes an immovable force that sustains both control and balance. If your enemies rely on magic, bring Rufus. He doesn't just protect, he punishes. He's the silent stormbreaker, the living shield between your allies and destruction. If this guide helped you understand Rufus's true power, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite Rufus team down below. Tell us who your best synergy is, Somna, Hus, Aiden. Let's see how you make the tank of mystery shine. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.